episode. Here we go again with your three friends, Drew, Neil, and Perk. We got your favorite movies and shows. It's three guys nobody knows. The pilot episode.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've been missing, but the pilot episode is back. Our schedules got all out of whack. Work schedules are all over the place. It's just chaos. But we have our movie review of our most recent wheel spin in The Crow.
You actually, you're on the second episode that the people are going to see after the break.
Yeah.
We did record Fallout earlier.
And I missed that. That's how messed up our schedules are. And I even knew that and forgot it. We're just all over the place, like I said.
I'm the only one that's got a consistent schedule around here.
Yes, pretty much.
But all right.
Oh, anyway, we want to start out with the reviews and all that.
Yeah, we're going to get Perk's reviews to lead us out on The Crow of 1994.
1994, which is the better one of the two. And if you disagree, you're wrong. This one was made on a $23 million budget. It made $94 million in the box office. So not like a splash hit, but like it was more of a cult classic afterwards. This one has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics and a 90% from the audience. Thoughts on that?
It's got really good ratings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some things I like about this movie. There's some things I didn't like, but I mean, we'll get into those on the whenever we do the rating. But all in all, like very watchable movie.
Very watchable movie. I will not say that. I will say the rating for me is a tick high. It's a little surprising to me.
It's a very not cliche. It's a very like niche movie. Like it's going to be for a certain type of person.
If you're Gothic, you're going to eat this shit up. And if you are awesome, this movie's for you. I personally am not Gothic. Still, like Drew said, very watchable. Not telling you the movie's ass, but I'm not going to schedule to watch it every year. But like he said, we'll get into it in our rating.
Where we stumble into, like when we get these older movies, I feel like we look at them in a lens of 2026. And that does hurt some ratings. But I mean, not necessarily completely, because I mean we like some older movies. Oh Brother, Where Out There's not a new movie by any means.
Yeah, I was about to say it's just the type. Like Perk said, this only really hits one. I mean, this is a Gothic. It's literally described as.
I will say I do enjoy it more so than you guys do, but the reason for that is that Sting was one of my favorite wrestlers, and this is what the Sting character was based off of,
which is really cool.
When you told me,
really cool.
When you told me that, it made the movie much more watchable, much more likable, because you see, like you're watching the entire movie and you see things that you're like, oh wow, that's where he got that from. Oh wow, that's where he got that from.
The influence is obvious. Like he just ripped it. He didn't even beat around the bush. He just took it. And he even in interviews owns up to that. He's like, yeah, that's because Sting back in the day, this is getting way off track, but Sting back in the day, he was like a totally different, he was like a surfer dude, and then he comes back as this like the Crow. And like, dude, what are we doing? But it worked so well.
The wrestling side of it I knew about before I knew about the movie, just to be completely honest. Like,
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about and would like to figure out why we're talking about Sting on a movie review, the character Sting from the WWE character, the person Sting from WWE and ECW and TNA and all those things.
Whatever he was on.
Yeah. This movie, The Crow from 1994, is where the basis for the Sting persona comes from.
Yeah, when he changed to the white full face with the things down his black down his face. He just ripped it straight from there. The face paint, even in his old days in WCW, was almost exact.
It looked just like
I was about to say, they didn't try to hide it at all.
No, not at all.
People weren't suing each other as much back then, clearly, or he would have got sued for this one.
Yeah, they would not have gotten away with that now. There's no way.
No, absolutely not.
If the WWE had somebody come out painted green and they were like, oh, it's the Chalk, there's no way it would work.
No. Yeah. That's a great comparison, actually.
Yeah.
But
all right, so
Back to the reviews.
Yeah, I've got one really bad review, one middling review, and one like really positive review. I've decided that's how I'm going to do this. It makes the most sense to me.
I like it.
So starting out, I've got a 0.5 stars. It says hypocrisy. The focus is on the male lead, and the girl doesn't matter at all. It's hypocrisy, no more and not less.
Can I address this first? You jackass. The entire movie is about the female. He is doing this because of his love of the female. What?
That's just a piss poor take. I'm not going to waste any more time on it. I feel like Drew covered it. It's just
that one. That one when I saw,
movie?
that was the one that I could find. I couldn't find a 1 star or 0.5 star. That was the 1.5 star I found, and I was like, "That's ridiculous. What are you even talking about?"
Yeah. I'm not telling you I'm going to rate this thing a 10 out of 10 stars or anything, but that's just a piss poor take.
Yeah.
There can be a lot of reasonings for a 0.5 star, but that one is just wrong.
It's not true. It's flat out not true. That's not even opinion based. That's just wrong.
Yeah, 100%. So I've got a 3-star one now. It says, in a vacuum, this is a fine 90s dark action. Tainted, I think, with the reputation it carries. Most seasoned fan of the genre will find it to be just okay. The real last domino to fall in terms of its lacklusterness is the final shootout scene, which will leave many bewildered and perhaps unable to take this title seriously anymore.
I thought they tied the last shootout scene actually made a little bit of sense with them going after the crow. I feel like that kind of
brought it home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, again, just don't agree. I mean, there was some of that, like maybe, but like like Drew said, that kind of is the bring it home moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the reviews and the ratings. I understand you having your review or your ratings. Don't get me wrong, but like if we're gonna rate this thing, let's put the time in and actually watch it because these people seem like they did not watch the movie.
Which I mean, everything's subjective, so maybe he just. Whatever.
And look, I can't argue
of a peanut. I mean, I get it.
But look, I can't argue like if you're into this style of movie, how good it is, because I'm not into this style of movie. But I still think it's better than we're giving it credit for.
Yeah. And then finally, I've got a 5-star. It says the film was an absolute masterful work. The way it portrays the raw, gritty feel of the comic mixed with Brandon Lee's brilliant performance. The action and raw emotion working together brilliantly. The movie is also insanely memorable and quotable with a brilliant score and soundtrack. I will say I've always loved the soundtrack of this movie.
It's solid.
I will agree that it is memorable. It's kind of its own thing. You don't watch this and say, you remember that movie we watched a while back? This is similar. You can't say that, or to me, you can't.
No,
maybe I'm wrong because of this style of film. But like even with Sting's character coming off this, to me, I'm going to hammer that because that kind of makes it pretty neat to me. And that kind of puts it in its own category because of what it became years down the road. So, Drew, to your point about the older movies, I'm actually going to score this higher than I would in that time.
Yeah.
Because if we went back to 1994 and I scored it, it would be much lower without that aspect.
I get that.
Which I did not realize there was a comic book that this was based off of.
I didn't know that either. But again, not a big comic guy. But I mean, I didn't.
I didn't know it. I just read it when we were looking into this.
Yeah, I had no idea, and it's really cool. Like the only thing I guess you can maybe compare it to is like a not necessarily the whole story, but like how he's kind of like vigilante-ish. He's like Batman in a way, I guess. He's like goth Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goth Deadpool without as much comedy. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough comparison. Like I said, it's kind of on its own.
Yeah, but that's just the closest I could come to giving you an answer on it, really. And like you said, I'm also going to, just drive home the Sting thing because of who I am as a person. But like just the look as a whole, but like both the way it looks in the movie and the way Sting does it is so cool. It's such a cool look, dude. It's just,
and it's very memorable. Like you do remember it. Like it does register. So like I will give him a lot of credit for that. Perk, you wouldn't believe it, but I had a Sting little action figure bathroom toy, like I played with in the tub as like a small little boy, wee little lad. Just had a little Sting
Man.
toy.
That Sting has seen things that nobody should see.
Well, if I can find it, I'll give it to you for a birthday or Christmas present, something like that. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I'll try.
I don't know what
Surely.
I'm back to a Wi-Fi issue.
He had a Sting act. Oh God,
Yeah, give me that mouth, boy.
He made it the whole last episode without doing
I
it.
did. I said as soon as I did that, I knew it was going to happen.
We're getting off topic for 30 seconds because I got to tell this story. Me and Perk talked for a while the other night, just shooting the shit, talking about life stuff. While we were talking, just in normal conversation, not recording anything, he did it twice, and it was the funniest shit I've ever watched. Because we were having real conversations. This dude zooming in on his mouth. Anyways,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have very much else to say other than I really like the atmosphere of the movie. I do think it's like a very cool feeling movie. Like it's very stylized.
like it makes me
And-
feel a certain way.
Yes, like it does very well in making you feel the way that it wants you to feel.
Yeah.
Also, need to mention Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, who was in this movie. He died on. Was it this movie or was it Crow 2?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Give me just a second, Vamp. A
I
little
just
bit.
knew he died, to be
Was
honest.
unaware this was Bruce Lee's.
Yeah, the Crow is Bruce Lee's son.
Awesome.
Yeah, Brandon Lee, and he died from an accidental gunshot wound on the set of The Crow. So you know the thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, with the thing here a while back with Alec Baldwin, where he accidentally shot the lady or whatever, it was the same thing. It was supposed to be a blank, and it wasn't a blank, and he just got shot right in the chest and he died.
How we mess that up?
I don't know.
Whose job was it to switch the fucking bullets to blanks?
Yeah, I ain't got a clue. I don't know how they mess it up that bad. I also don't know how Drew's camera is messing up as bad as it is right now.
Yeah, Drew, you all right, buddy?
Oh, he's gone again.
He may have got Alec Baldwin.
I'm here. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
It's
You want
all
to
right.
take a
Just
pause
keep
and figure
fighting
it out?
Alec Baldwin's not
Yeah.
in prison. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Give me a second.
All right. Anyways, we got that fixed. Drew's camera's fine.
Hopefully.
All in all, I think we're ready to rate this thing. We can go back and forth all day about different shit. The movie is what it is. It's a certain crowd. Let's rank it. And then we got a wheel spin to do after this.
That is correct. So, first category, would you recommend to friends and family?
Perk, you lead us off tonight.
This one, I'm gonna be honest. This is a movie that's one of those that I feel like I would recommend somebody watch it at least once just to see if this is somebody's bag. I give it a 4. I'm not going to recommend it to absolutely everybody, but I would recommend it to a lot of people.
All right.
I'll save some time. I'm going to also agree with you on that. I go 4 as well, just because it's a different type of movie. But I also, again, I think it's an okay movie. I don't have anything bad to say about the movie per se, so I'll go 4 as well.
I'm going to be a little softer than y'all here. I'm going to be a 3 just because I know there's certain people in my life that this kind of movie, they turn their nose up at regardless of how good it is. Like, that's just me being brutally honest.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I would rank it higher. I agree with y'all.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to rank these things, try to be as close to the same as we can for everything. It's a 3 for me.
Okay. All right. Second one is likelihood of you yourself rewatching this movie.
This one for me is going to be a 3. I'm going to rewatch it at some point, but I'm not going to actively look out for it. It's going to be one of those movies that I'm scrolling through Netflix or whatever, and I can't think of anything I want to watch. And then I see The Crow, and I'm like, man, I ain't watched this in 4 or 5 years, and then I'll throw it on.
It's going to be a 2.5 for me. For some of the same reasons he said, 4 or 5 years. My thing is that there's nothing on. We're goofing off. We got an hour to kill. And it's already on TV when we're scrolling the channels, and Haley's like in the room and never seen it, and I'm like, hey, in 10 minutes, this scene right here, you need to watch this. That's really like I'm never gonna seek this out on my own, not because it was bad, just not because it was great, and it's not really it's not the kind of movie I seek out. So it's a 2.5.
I'm actually a little bit harsher on this one. This is going to be a 2 for me because on a scale of 0 being I'll never watch it again to 5 being I'm going to watch it again in a month. I'll probably never watch it again, but similar to like what you were saying, Neil.
Yeah.
If it's on the TV, I will watch it. Like it's not something I'm just going to seek out though. I'm not going looking to watch The Crow, but if it's there, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And our final category, is it a good cast and did they fit their role properly?
For me, the cast is where this movie does the best. I really enjoy Brandon Lee in this movie. I really enjoy the girl in this movie. Like I enjoy everybody around. I don't necessarily have anybody in mind that I would immediately take out. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to be low on this one, really low, and I'll tell you why. It's going to be a 2.5 for me. Was the cast good? Yes, but do I think we could have picked 100 different people for each role, and it not have made a damn bit of difference? I do believe
that's
that.
true.
That's just me being brutally honest. Again, I'm not trying to shit on the movie. But there's nobody in this movie you can tell me with a straight face and be like, they made this movie. There's also nobody you can tell me broke this movie. I think it could have been anybody just with the style of movie it is. So it's a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit right in the middle almost, just a touch higher than you. I'll go 3 because I did like Brandon Lee's performance. I thought he did an excellent job. But other than him, I know the cop. I've seen him in some stuff. But nothing stood out. But nothing, like you said, nothing was bad. There was no bad performances per se. Some of the, I guess you would say the bad guys. Some of them were a little iffy. But again, it's a 1994 movie, average cast to me that did a good job. Is what I would call it. I would say it's an average cast that did a good job.
Yeah. And I don't, like I said, I agree with you. They did a good job, but I also think 100 different people could have done the same good job. So
I get that. All right. So that is going to bring us to our rating. We have The Crow as a 3.1 star movie.
That's fair.
I think that's very accurate.
I thought so as well.
I also think it's just about where I'd expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's so in our ratings here, we're going to be better than the Polar Express with a 2.6.
It should be better than the Polar Express.
And under Tucker and Dale versus Evil that have a 3.6. So I feel like this kind of fits right in that. To me.
I hate to say we're doing a good job, but I feel like we're being pretty truthful with these. I really do.
Yeah, I've not had a single movie that we've figured out where it goes and been like, oh man, that was just terrible. That shouldn't be there.
Well, the only one that was like that would have been probably Braveheart because of how difficult it was. It doesn't fit our grading criteria, but we even said that because we all love that movie.
Yeah, I do like that. None of them kept me up at night, Perk. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. But Braveheart would be the only one that I think is a better movie than we rated it.
Yeah.
I will say this is an idea. I have never told y'all this because I just came up with it right now.
A lot went off. I'm scared.
The podcast that I watch that like influenced this podcast is the reason we're doing this podcast. Once a year, they go back. They have an episode where they go back through their list of movies they reviewed that year, and they allow themselves to change a score for a movie to move it up or down their list. Do you think we should do something like that?
So here's what we would do with that.
Each person
we would say
gets
everybody
one score.
Gets one mulligan.
Yes, everybody gets one score they can change, and it's not the whole movie. It's one score within the movie that you honestly feel like you lowballed them or you went too high.
Yeah.
I'm okay with everybody getting a mulligan at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And while we're talking about it, Perk, plug your podcast. What podcast are you talking about?
Oh, it's called The Confused Breakfast. It is they do basically the exact same thing as us, but way better.
Well,
I should start watching it then.
we strive
Do a
to
little
be there
homework.
someday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
they
out to
just
those guys.
they have better production value and stuff, and like we'll get there, but like we're not there yet. So
Do they have jobs?
I think one of them's a real estate agent, one of them's like a drummer in a band, and then something else. I don't remember.
Yeah. All right then.
We'll spend time.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all can.
Oh, Drew. The reason Drew looks clueless is because he's not hearing us. I was wondering. I was waiting on a rebuttal for him. Bless his heart. We do still have another wheel spin to do once Drew gets back.
Yeah, we'll take a pause again. Sorry, guys.
All right. So we're back again. We have no more delays. We got Drew's internet shit figured out, and we got a wheel spin. And we got to figure out what we're going to next.
All right, here we go.
While this is spinning, for those of you that do not watch, this is based off comment, recommendations. We pick something out, review it. And we got a banger. We got a banger.
We needed one of these.
We
The
did.
Christmas movie.
It is considered by many now.
Some people would say the best Christmas movie.
It is on a lot of people's list. When it was originally made, I don't know how that was drawn up. We'll get into that, I guess. I guess when we do our homework and get into this movie, we'll figure that part out. I know it was on Drew's top 5 Christmas movies.
Was indeed. I believe it was number 2 for me, actually. Maybe
Speaking of an older movie that we do enjoy, by the way, we're not just 2000s merchants. This thing was made in 88.
That's very correct.
Yeah.
So, very excited for this one. Our next episode that'll be coming out will be our Memory of a Killer episode. It will be coming out Wednesday, possibly Thursday, somewhere in that time frame. So be looking for that one. And then me and Neil are going to do a Bridgerton episode coming up. That one's just going to kind of pop in for you. It'll be some random day that we post that one.
And those of y'all that are on the fence about Bridgerton, I'm telling you right now, man, you're wrong. You are so wrong. Perk being
Jill,
one of the people that are wrong.
I was going to say, you can just say my name. You ain't got.
I'll be personal. Perk is fucking wrong.
Well, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what movie we should do next, because we can add your movie that you recommend to that wheel spin, and yours could be the next one chosen. So make sure you drop that comment below, and we'll add it to the list. Neil, I let Perk do this earlier today. He did a pretty good job, so you are going to have to one-up him. But y'all make sure you let Grandma Deborah know pilot episode dropped a new podcast. Neil and Perk, what are you going to tell the folks?
Woo, fucking see ya!
The pilot episode.